Today I'm going to go through Teams for beginners. So I'm going to explain what Teams is, how to get it, and then go over the key features you'll need to know to get started with this powerful piece of software. So in this video, I'm kind of going to be focusing on Teams for teachers and in the classroom, but if you're just generally looking for an overview of Teams, this will be useful as well. So let's get started. So firstly, what is Teams? Well, Microsoft defines Teams as a collaboration app built for hybrid work, so you and your team stay informed, organized, and connected all in one place. What this essentially means is that Teams is designed to be an all-in-one space for work. It includes video conferencing, chat, file sharing, and can integrate a number of other applications. This includes Microsoft OneNote and Microsoft Outlook. So who might want to use Teams? Well, organizations with hybrid working, organizations with multiple groups, each can have their own team or channel on the software, and obviously schools to help communicate with staff, students, and then also its integration with OneNote allows a great distribution of documents and resources. So how do you go about getting Teams? Well, if you don't already have Teams on your device, a quick Google search will take you to the Teams website, and then you have a few different options from here. So Teams is like most Microsoft software these days. It can be fully online. So if you essentially sign up, you can then access the software online. Alternatively, you can download a desktop version for both Windows and Mac. So in this video, I'm going to be using the Mac desktop version, but if you're using the online version or the Windows version, then it will still make sense for you. So let's go ahead and take a look at Teams. So particularly within a school, if you're given access to Teams, a lot of your classes should be set up for you and you'll be greeted with a screen that looks like this. If not, don't worry, I'll go through how to create your own class. So what I want to do first is just take a look at the interface. So starting from the top, at the top here we have a search bar. So this will search all of the different teams and channels that you are a part of. So you can search for the files, any posts that have been made in chat. It's really powerful and allows you to quickly find what you're looking for. Down here we have tabs. So for each team or channel that you have, you'll find these tabs along the top to help you navigate the different options that you have. If we move over to the left-hand side, we have the app bar. So we have activity. So this is just where you see any notifications on any changes in any teams that you're a part of. A chat feature, teams to view all the different teams you're a part of. Assignments, you can actually assign assignments within Teams. I will most likely save that for another video. Calendar for organization of events and most importantly meetings, and then a file section. And these dots and apps are where you can actually add more apps and more functionality to Teams. This part here, so I'm actually already inside of the Teams window, and this is where you'll see all the teams that you are a part of. And for each team, they'll sometimes call what they're called channels. So within a team, you might have a channel for a year 7 class, a year 8 class, a year 9, and so on. So you can have one team with multiple channels to allow communication between different groups. And then lastly, we have our main window over here, which allows us to view our chat, to look at a class notebook, to check the file section. This essentially is our main window. It also, down here at the bottom, we can start a new conversation and post to the chat within that team. So those are the different features, and you might be thinking, okay, great, or might be thinking, well, that all sounds good, but how does it actually work? Well, the first thing that you're going to need is an actual team. So like I said, you may have these set up for you already. If not, down here near the bottom left, you have join or create a team. So someone may have created a team and then they give you a code. So if you pop in that code, you'll be able to join that team. If not, you can go over to create team, and then you can create a class, a professional learning community, a channel specifically for staff or others. So it says here clubs, study groups, or after school activities. If you click on class, you can then give your class a name. You can give it a description. And then what that will do is essentially create the team for you, and that will add all the different sections that you need. From this point, you can add students and you can add teachers as well. So you can search for them there. You can always add afterwards. The simplest way to usually add students is to give them a code that can be generated once you've created that channel. So here we are. It was as simple as that. I created my class, I gave my class a name, and here I am on my main page. So once that's done, there's a few different options that you can do. So like I said, you're instantly given this post section, so you can start a new conversation and you can start chatting straight away. There is the files section at the top. So this is great for distributing resources. So within the file section, you can add folders, and then obviously within those folders, you can add files for your class. You can make it so that kids can download, they can edit, or they can just view any documents that are inside of them. One thing I want to go through in Teams, because it's quite useful, is the video conferencing feature. So the video conferencing feature, you can do a couple of different ways. One way is to go over to calendar, and then from here you can click on new meeting, and then you can add the attendees, add the title, date, and so on. And then it will pop up with a notification for those people, and then you'll be able to start your video conferencing from there. Alternately, you can just, if you want to have a meeting with people inside of your team, if you just click on Meet Now, it'll pop up with a window, and then you'll instantly be able to start chatting with anybody that is part of that team. So you can adjust your camera, add background filters, check your audio, and just start having a video conferencing meeting straight away. So that has been a very kind of quick whirlwind tour of Teams. There's obviously many more features that this software has, but this is really just designed to be an overview for beginners, just to try and get used to the interface and some of the features that the interface brings. So I hope it's been useful, and I'll see you in the next video.